Do we hug?
Hi, Vicky.
Hi, Danielle. Nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm Bailey.
Nice
to meet you. Sorry, we're standing here all awkwardly.
No, I know what to do. Hug, is it? Handshake.
She loves hugs.
We'll hug.
Okay, let's hug. Let's hug.
Okay, again.
It's small.
Yeah, this is better. Yeah.
Sorry.
Football. We know. Yeah.
Football.
I did play in 8th grade. We won the championship. Thank you very much. I didn't score goals because I'm not very good, but yeah, we won the championship. Orchard Bruins. Woo!
Holding on to that then, yeah?
Yeah, I'm very proud of it. Still got my trophy. I mean, it was 2003, but whatever.
So yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
This is awesome.
On the back of this comes down as shutters and it's got like a really cool picture.
Yeah, that's cool.
So it actually like looks out onto the stadium, the Emirates Stadium. Quite cool.
How often do you guys how long do you guys spend in the gym?
Well, me and Vicky, we live in the gym now because we're really gym.
Yeah.
So we're always in the gym, but generally the team twice a week.
Yeah.
We do all of our pre-act activation sessions here on the green bit, so every day, and then actual gym sessions twice a week.
Oh, wow.
How often do you guys train?
Like 5 days a week? Yeah.
Well, we train on the pitch.
Yeah, your guys, I mean,
yeah.
yeah, it's very different. But in the gym, we're, like 5 days a week. But we don't get to get in a wrestling ring all the time like you guys get to get in the
How often
on the
do
field.
you get in the ring?
Only when we have matches. So, I mean, it's still like 4 days a week, but we don't actually train.
Yeah. Okay. We're just doing our shows is pretty much what we do.
Yeah.
Without practicing. But we spent we have our own performance center.
Okay.
I spent 3.5 years. She spent almost 6.
No, I didn't.
What's that reflection of?
She left me.
All right.
She's not that good. Have you been injured yet? Like really bad and serious injuries?
No, I've broken my hand, but I was still able to wrestle.
Okay.
They just put a little cast on it.
Oh, okay.
And then I just separated my shoulder, which took me out for a little bit.
Just
You?
Yeah. Well, I didn't need surgery.
Fortunately, yeah.
We share this gym with the academy boys, so that can range from the 18s to the 21s. The men sometimes use it, but they've got their own gym over that side. In their own part. So yeah, this massive gym is literally for the women's team, the academy. So yeah, this red thing actually, I don't know how acrobatic you look are, but like it's springboards. So
I don't want to try it. Yeah,
I love that you always do.
Oh, you guys want to see my back?
Well, we can't do it, but literally.
Oh,
yeah.
Cool. Come on, dude.
Maybe warm up a bit.
Oh my gosh,
jump.
So cool.
Ready? Hey, dog, watch this. This is cool.
That's awesome.
Right, so Vicky's actually got to catch a plane.
Man.
We've got to say bye to you, and then we'll head into the women's hub and we'll have a little chat.
Cool.
So, say thank you.
Hug it out again.
You too.
It was so nice to meet you.
It was nice to meet you.
Showing us around.
Thank you.
Stay healthy.
Yeah, thank
See
you.
you next week. Take care.
Get better.
Take care. Bye.
We'll miss you. See ya.
Hello guys. How long have you actually been WWE superstars?
I've been wrestling for 7 years now, but I've been with the company for 5.
I think you've been wrestling longer than that.
Maybe 8?
Yeah. 8 years.
Old.
Dude,
Well,
yeah. Okay, I've been wrestling for 10 years, and I've been with the company, WWE, for 5 years, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So growing up, I'm guessing you always wanted to be wrestlers. When you was telling people this, what was their thoughts? How did they perceive that?
They thought I was crazy. They thought, they just didn't believe it. Like, no one really thought, like, when women or girls say they want to be a WWE superstar, they're just like, why that?
Yeah.
Like, out of everything you could be, dreaming growing up. And I remember always telling my mom that I want to be in a WWE, and she's like, what did I do wrong? how, why? But now she's my biggest fan, which is so cool to see, like, the whole change.
Yeah.
And everybody in my family are just like, wow, you really did it, you made it.
Yeah, it's kind of the same for me too. I think everybody just thought it was weird because I watched WWE. So they thought, I mean, I was like and I still am like a huge tomboy. So they're like, okay, this chick loves wrestling, whatever. But like when I told them I actually wanted to do it, they thought it was crazy and just kind of weird. And then, in the back of their mind, they're probably like, it's so out of this world. They think like she's never gonna make it.
Yeah.
And then now everyone comes running back when you do.
Of course.
It's same with my mom.
You make it big time.
Yeah.
Always believed in you.
Yeah.
Can I get some tickets?
Right.
That's like me growing up. Obviously, I wanted to play football, but at the time, it was always semi-professional, have to have another job.
Yeah.
So growing up in my early career, that was the case. Everyone around me had jobs during the day and then training in the evenings.
Yeah.
So it was just a dream for me just to play.
Yeah.
So now that we can actually play professionally and
get paid for it.
Yeah, get paid for it. It's a bit like,
That's
whoa.
awesome.
Yeah.
So yeah, I hear you've got your first pay-per-view show coming up. That seems like a massive change for women in the sport.
Yeah. It's crazy because it's an all women's pay-per-view, so there's literally no men on the show, and
Jeez.
people are coming to watch the women, which is awesome to think about. And like 10 years ago when we first started, or 5 years ago even when we get signed to the company, you'd never imagine like...
Yeah, nobody paid to see the women, which is always like drove me crazy growing up, because like I always wanted the support from my mom, and she's like, why would you want to do this? Like, but when we got signed, we wanted to change the definition of what it was to be a woman in the WWE, and this was just like 5 years ago, and we've come such a long way where men are buying tickets to see us and bringing their little children, and children are dressing up as us and buying our merch and wearing their shirts, and it's just like people are coming to the shows just to watch the women, and it's so crazy. Now we have this all women's pay-per-view coming up called Evolution.
It's crazy. And
it's crazy. It's legit a dream come true.
Yeah.
How far do you think you've got to go in terms of as females in the industry?
We still have a long way to go, I think. Yeah. We've come a long way, but there's so much more that we can do and that we want to, get done and just kind of build better for like the future. So it just keeps going and going.
Yeah, I'll say it's pretty similar with women's football, to be fair.
Yeah.
Like, we've come a long way, but there's still so far to go.
Yeah.
But like, we're grateful for where we are right now, but there's a lot.
There's so much more. Yeah.
But compared to 5 years ago, it's completely different. Yeah. Following on from that, I look up to Serena Williams.
Yeah.
Completely different sport, but just her as an individual, I think she's incredible. Do you have any sporting icons per se?
All I knew was like wrestling. You.
Hey.
Now you're one of my heroes now.
I guess for us it'd be like Trish and Lita, which is in WWE. Like that's who we looked up to.
Yeah, they kind of paved the way for us for like everything that's happening right now. Just I don't know. It's cool because they inspired us when we were kids, and now we just like on Monday had these little girls come up to us that they're like 10 years old, and they were like so obsessed with wrestling, and they were huge fans of us. And like we were saying, that's reminded us of how we were when we were kids and how we still are. Yeah. We're like such huge fans. Like Trish was backstage at the show, so we were just like little kids around her. Yeah. So I don't know. I feel like that's happening more and more. Yeah. And with sports in general, like she's saying with Ronda Rousey, like everything she's done for sports, and now that she's doing for WWE, I don't know. It's cool to see.
I find it weird. Some people look at me as role models. I don't know. I still can't get a grip of that. How do you find it like when kids are coming up to you, obviously wanting to be like you, or even know who you are? I still find that weird.
Yeah.
It's
crazy.
It's really weird.
They like dress up from head to toe in our gear and stuff.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
And even though she's talking about the little girls we met last night, just them like quoting things I've said in an interview too before, I'm like, I'm talking about my abs, and I'm like, oh God, I gotta be careful what I say.
You don't know how
it makes
far
me want to work out, So maybe that's
inspiring them.
Yeah. For real.
It's really cool. I mean, everywhere we go, we see fans dress up as us, from little girls to even grown men. So it's really cool. Like, still being a role model doesn't feel like real until you meet the fans, and you're just like, wow, we're really making an impact in their lives.
Well, guys, it was nice to have you around today. I know you got to get off and train for the event tonight. So, yeah, I hope you're Arsenal fans now, and I hope you can wear these.
That one's mine.
Whoa,
I'm the hugger.
Cool. Hope you can wear these tonight in the ring. Maybe a warm up top.
I mean, I wish it was your number, but
I know.
It's awesome.
We're both number one. That's cool.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Oh.
Don't just cut that out, y'all.
Don't cut it out. You made her nervous.
Keep that. You want more of that? You need to subscribe.